So today, we'd like to honor our Volunteer of the Month. This is somebody that I've known for about 19 years, and they have served our communities in many ways, connected our communities, and is a great leader. And that would be Dr. Bob Carlson. So he is our Volunteer of the Month. He served our community as an internist for many, many decades. But then he went to Colorado and he saw this vision and he thought, why can't we have this right here in Sandpoint? And that was bike trails everywhere. And he wasn't really motivated by the bike trails as much as he was by his rollerblading. So he used to rollerblade all over, and we all know how hard that is to do with gravel and potholes and all those things, let alone the traffic and log trucks that we have going everywhere. So then he also envisioned, why not have more than just bike paths that connect one community to another? Why not get rid of these railroad tracks in town? Not that he's single-handedly responsible for it, but he made something really wonderful happen with that. And I believe we had one of the first rails to trails projects in North Idaho, right? And that was through his endless negotiating skills, which can only be supported by a really strong wife, and that would be Wendy. Between the two of them doubling up and then creating North Idaho Bikeways, wonderful things have happened. And so then we have lighted bike paths. So not only do we have bike paths, not only do we have the railroad tracks out of town, we also have a lighted path on a good portion of it. And when you think about, as a physician, you're concerned about people's health and well-being and safety. The bike paths make all those things possible. So when you're on the bike path from Sagal, or connecting to Dover, or the beautiful path along the byway, all those things were part of North Idaho Bikeways and was led by Dr. Carlson. Dr. Carlson has also been recognized by Rotary with a Paul Harris Fellowship, and that's to honor his service above self, which has been, it's a great thing to be able to do, where you serve, and at the same time when you're giving, you're getting a lot back. And I think with our community, we've all gotten a lot back from the efforts that you've made. So we would like to honor you as our Volunteer of the Year. Come on up. For the month, but you know, bigger and greater things are yet to come. Thank you very, very much for leading us. Appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
give the mic.
I'm really honored. I was just incredibly honored to be recognized by Rotary and whatever. I think it's interesting to say a little bit about this. 20 years ago, almost to the month, I went to a meeting with somebody from the Idaho Department of Transportation who was doing bicycling. Basically said, there's about 10 of you people out there who we all came to the library at the high school. They said, unless you guys want to have this just forgotten, someone is going to have to raise our hands and run a group here in town. You've got to run your own show. Yeah, we're not going to do it for you. So we kind of, 5 or 6 of us raised our hands. That started about a 1.5-year long effort to develop a bike plan for the whole area, for the county, and we went to a whole lot of meetings to do that. But then we got involved in building the first trail, which was the Sagan Trail. And I think none of us had even the slightest idea what it was going to take to do it. It was basically 3.5 to 4 years in the making, and we just were completely overwhelmed by it. But we learned a lot. We learned about a whole lot of people to connect to. And by the time we were done, 2 or 3 of us were absolutely hooked for life. It was just so much fun. We were just doing it for you. And now we've been trying to do maintenance on the same trails, which turns out to be as hard or harder than anything about making the trails. really, the newest focus is the Ponderay Bay Trail, right here in Ponderay. And it's just been phenomenal success. There's people here who are involved in the area. I think we're only halfway through it. We've actually purchased $1,600,000 worth of property, which our group, Ponderay Bay Trail Board, which I know, got about $600,000 more. And once we have that established this October, we're actually starting on the second phase of it, which is to extend it with an underpass under the railroad back into Ponderay, so you can circle and circle, trying to put the whole bike trail thing together and connect. And there's another trail going in as we speak, right up the street here, which will connect Ponderay to the rest of the trail. So anyway, it's been just a world of fun. I just can't stop. It's really fun doing it. So anyway, thank you very, very much for this opportunity.